Oh, hello there. I'm Bilchan.
I'm Nimacung.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you. Chap. 6 Sec 4 of the Iliad of Homer.
As.
Ah.
The Iliad of Homer. Theodore Buckley. Chap. 6 Sec 4. Troy retire. Be this. O mother, your religious care, soft praise to the war, if it not lost all the sense of shame, the recurrent warrior hear the voice of fame. Well, right embrace that pest of Troy, that ruin of our race, dark up its mighty descent, Troy yet should flourish. This art comments each noble matron and illustrious dame, and where treasured odors breeze costly scent, what Sidonian maids embroidered every part, him from soft Sidoni full Paris bore, touching on the Tyrian shore. The various textures and the various dyes shows a veil that shone superior far, and glowed refulgent as the morning star. With this the long procession leads, the train majestically slow proceeds, topmost star they come, and awful reach the high Palladian dome, Antenor's consort, Theno, as post priestess, and umbers the gates, as they fill the dome with supplicating cries. The priestess then the shining veil displays, placed on Minerva's knees, and thus she prays, O awful goddess, ever dreadful maid, Troy's strong defence, unconquered palace. 8. Break thou tie-dyed despair, the dust before the Trojan wall, sit 12 young heifers, guiltless of the yoke, shall fill thy temple with a grateful smoke. But thou, prayer, ourselves, our infants, so prayed the priestess in her holy fane, vowed the matrons, but they vowed in vain. With prayers, Hector to Paris lofty dome repairs, in self the mansion race of matchless art, the pompous structure, and the town commands, bore of wondrous strength. Of full 10 cubits was the lance's length, with golden ringlets strain, before him brandished, the centering, his brother chief, useless arms lay round, his eyes delighting with their splendid show, brightening the shield, and polishing the bow. Beside him Helen with her virgin stands, guides their rich labours, and instructs their hands. Invest and active, the prince beheld, spoke, thy hate to Troy, is this the time to show? Or Rachel fated? Paris and Greece against us both conspire, thy close resentment, ere for thee great Lynn's guardian heroes fall, while for thee the soldier bleeds, the matron mourns, its fury burns. Ungrateful man, deserves not this thy care, our troops to hearten, and our toils to share? Eyes, or behold the conquering flames ascend. Bother, 'tis just. Thy free remonstrance proves thy worth in truth. Absence less, O generous chief, and hate to Troy. Grief, hid from human eyes, thy brother sate, and mourned, secret, his Endelin's fate. 'Tis now enough. Now glory spreads her charms, and be out as Helen calls her chief to arms. Conquested in my happier sword may bless. 'Tis men's to fight, but heaven's to give success. But while our arm contain thy ardent mind, or go, he said, nor in sword Priam's warlike son. When Helen thus with lowly grace begun, generous brother, would heaven, ere all these dreadful deeds were done, had seen my death to the foes of her, why sunk I not beneath the whelming tide? The roarings of the waters died. Heaven filled up all my ills, bore all, and press of those ills the worst. Clean, warped with some virtue, some regard of fame, now tired with toils, thy fainting limbs recline. With toils, the gods have linked our miserable doom. Present woe, and infamy to come, why shall it spread? Ages long, example sad. The chief replied, this time forbids to rest. Trojan bands, by hostile fury press, to mend their Hector, and his arm require. The combat urges, and my soul's on fire, where glory calls, and time leads join me, ere I leave the walls. I mingle in the direful fray. My wife, my infant, stay. To men's a parting word, a tender tear. This day, he said, to seek his spouse, his soul's far dear apart. At home he sought her, but he sought in vain. Train had hence retired, and with her sickened joy, the young Astyanax, hope of Troy, hence as she stood on Ellen's starry height, beheld the woe, sickened at the sight. There her sad eyes in vain her lord explore, the wounds her bleeding country bore. But he who found not whom his soul desired, whose virtue charmed him as her beauty fired, stood in the gates. Step, if to the fane she went, where late the morning matrons made resort, not to the court, nor mixed with matrons to Minerva's fane. Tar she bent her way, to mark the fortunes of the doubtful day. Troy fled. She heard, before the Grecian sword. She heard, absent lord, distracted with surprise. She seemed to fly, fear on her cheek, and sorrow in her eye. The nurse attended with her infant boy. The young Astyanax, hacked to the surge, retreat without delay, formal way, through streets of palaces, and walks of state. At the skin gate, with haste to meet him, spurn the joyful fair. Wife, such and thief great itchin swayed, and Hippopacus wide extended shade. Ne, into whose embraces pressed, his only hope hung smiling at her breast. He soft charm and early grace adorn. One, Skemendrace, from Skemendra honored stream, as Dienax the Trojans called the boy. Great father, the defence of Troy. Silent the warrior smiled, all his mighty mind. Thisbe out his princess cast a mournful look, hung on his hand, and then dejected spoke. Her bosom lavowed with a boding sigh, tears stood trembling in her eye. To daring prince, all, on, all, too forgetful of thy wife and son, wretched we shall be. O widow I, a helpless orphan he, courage length of life denies, and thou must fall, thy virtue's sacrifice. Her single hero strove in vain, now hosts oppose thee. Slain, O grant me, God, ere Hector meets his doom, ask of heaven an early tomb, on, and end with sorrows as they first begin, to share no father's age, nor mother's tender care. Walls in fire laid thee waste, and so my warlike sire, in the victor bridge, stern as he was, he yet revered did, radiant arms preserved from hostile spoil, and laid him decent on the funeral pile, raised the mountain where his bones were burnt, the mountain nymphs the rural tomb adorned, barren shade, and in his honour grow. Brothers fell, in one sad day behold the gates of hell, and snowy flocks they fed. Amid their fields the hapless heroes bled, to wear the victor's bands, the queen of Hippoplacia's sylvan lands, were deemed too late, her pleasing empire and her native plain. Why now, oppressed by life-consuming woe, fell a victim to Diana's bow. Yet while my Hector still survives, my father, mother, brethren, all, in thee, us, my parents, brothers, indeed, once more will perish, if my Hector fall, thy wife, thy infant, in thy danger share. Well, Car, that quarter most the skilful Greeks am I, of Troy, thou, from this tower defend the important post, dreadful host, that past tide Idas, Ajax, strive to gain, Spartan fires his train, thrice our bold foes the fierce attack have given, by hopes, or dictated from heaven. Let others in the field their arms employ, but stay my Hector here. The chief replied, Ca, not that alone, of all the works of war, of Troy, in arms renowned, and Troy's proud dames, my former name, Should Hector basically quit the field of fame? Bred to martial pains, my soul impels me to the embattled plains, foremost to defend the throne, and guard my father's glories. I'm my own. Commit will. The day decreed by fates. The day when thou, Troy, must bend and see thy warriors fall. Thy glory's end. No dark presage so wins my mind. My mother's death, penned, not Priam's hoary hairs defiled with gore. Churro, as thine, and Drumic, thy grace I dread. I see thee trembling, weeping, captive led. In Argive looms our battles to design, and woes, which so large a part was thine, to bear the victor's hard commends. Weight of waters from Hyperia's spring, the while you groan beneath the load of life. They cry, some haughty Greek, who lives thy tears to see, thy woes, by naming me, the thoughts of glory past, and present shame. 1,000 griefs shall waken at the name. Thea, pressed with a load of monumental clay, thy Hector, apt in everlasting sleep, shall neither hear thee sigh. Thus having spoked, clasp the lovely boy, the babe con crying to his nurse's breast, thus sing how, and nodding crest, with secret pleasure each fond parent smiled, has to relieve his child, the glittering tears from his brows unbound, beaming helmet on the ground, then kissed the child, and ow. This to the gods preferred a father's prayer. O thou, the ethereal throne, and all ye deathless powers, protect my son. Grant him, like meat, to purchase just renown, to God the Trojans, Karn, against his country's foes the war to wage. Future age, of heroes slain he bears the reeking spoils, with deserved acclaim, and say, while pleased amidst the general shouts of Troy, spoke, and fondly gazing on her charms, restored the pleasing burden to her arms. Soft on her fragrant breast the babe she laid, ashed to repose. A smile surveyed, the troubled pleasure soon chastised by fear. A tender tear, the softened sheaf with kind compassion viewed, and dried the filling drops, and thus pursued. And Drumic, my soul's far better part, heaves thy heart? No hostile hand can antedate my doom. The silent doom, fixed is the turn to all the race of earth, the hard condition of our birth. No force can then resist. Death, all sink alike, the fearful and the brave. Test at home, they guide the spindle, and direct the loom to the martial scene. The field of combat is the sphere for men. Woe, the foremost place I claim. This having said, his tarry helmet, black with shading plumes, his princess breaths with a prophetic sigh, unwilling parts, strained at every look, Then, moving slow, sought her own palace, indulged her woe. They, while her tears deplored the godlike man, train the soft infection ran. The pious maids their mingled sorrows shed, living Hector as the dead. But now, no longer deaf to Anno's call, forth issues burst from the palace wall. In brazen arms that cast a gleamy ray, swift through the town a warrior bends his way, breaks from his stall, beats the trembling ground, hampered and proud. He seeks the want tides, and laves, in height of blood his shining sides, his head now freed, to the skies. His mane dishevelled o'er his shoulders flies, the distant plain, and springs, exulting, to his fields again, with equal triumph, sprightly, bold, and gay, in arms refulgent as the god of day, the son of Priam, glorying in his might, fields of fight. And now, the war is passing on the weight. First excused his stay, to whom the noble Hector thus replied, O chief, bled, and now in arms, light, goddess, known as thy courage, and thy strength confessed, a soul so brave, or godlike parslave a woman's slave, at what the Trojans say, and hopes thy deed shall wipe the stain away. Then, in all their glorious labour share, for much they suffer, that, in war, these ills shall cease, and liberty, while the proud foe his frustrate triumphs mourns, to be continued.